can't complain in the middle of a match, bro.
なんでカウント取ってるんだ
You're down.
ダウンじゃないよダウンじゃないっ
He
てば
didn't see it.
板垣君落ち着いて、ファイティングポーズ取って
くそやれるよ相手の人は追い詰められていた勝つためにはギリギリのことをやってくるのは当然
プロのリングなんだ。何があるかわからねえんだよ。気抜いてアピールなんぞしやがって。このダウンは深刻だぜ。アマチュア上がりの綺麗なボクサーがラフファイトに潰される典型だぜ。
そんな
ボックス
足使って立て直せ冷静になって
4回戦は2ノックダウン制だ
間違っても倒れるなよ。
もうもらうもんか僕は回り道なんかできないんだ
Oh, crap.
エルボー
Oh shit. Here we go again.
That is some bullshit, bro.
バカな
What's going on, guys? Are you guys ready? I said, are you guys ready for another one? So let me address this off rip. Okay. Patreon guys, you will have this first for early access 3 days before it's released on YouTube. So you can watch it over there. You know. You know, so this is about all I have to say about that because it's stretching out for any longer. So, welcome back to some more Ippo, man. And I totally did not remember that I need to do my intro. I totally, completely forgot. Thought this was some regular video. Forgot I need to do my spectacular read through of all times. I am the big cliche. I am Big Papa Pump. Without the pump, I am the rock that is never hard. King Kong got a lot on me. I am TBR. Terabyte Reacts, and I would just like to say you're welcome. Welcome back to some more Ippo Manga reactions. Today we're going to be doing from 560 round 560. That's where we're going to be starting today. Last one we did for the start, we did 4 reactions, man, and it was an awesome time. I enjoyed myself very much so reading this manga, man. The funny has not stopped. I actually thought that it wouldn't be as funny as watching it in the anime during those downtimes, those pranks that they usually play on each other, but it's just as funny, man. I almost fell off my chair laughing at this story, man. It's just so awesome to finally be catching up with Ippo, man, and also will be, as I said before, I'm gonna try to do this at least 4 times a month, give you one of these every week, because they're easier to do. They're not like Berserk, which I'm doing by the volume. So I'm gonna try to do as much as possible to catch up as quick as possible to this manga, but we'll see how it goes, because it also depends on how long I can keep doing it as I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I might be in and I might, get tired. My eyes might get tired, or I might start losing my voice, which is something I can't afford to lose. I can't afford to lose my voice because I basically speak for a living. So that wouldn't be good because, yeah, as I said, lots of story behind all of that. But today we're going to be jumping in, man. We know it's going to be the continuation of Itagaki, right? Hopefully I got his name right this time. I think it's Itagaki, Mr. Manabu. Right? So we see certain things playing out the way that we expected to play out. As in, it's he's supposed to go up against this guy called let me see, what's his name again? I don't remember the guy's name. I'm gonna be honest right now. The guy that he's supposed to face, it's not Imai, is it? Is it Imai? But anyways, we gonna jump into this and see where it takes us. Starting off with round 560. It's up to you guys how you want to follow this. If you want to watch the video on YouTube when it, when it comes out or whatever, or you want to go to the Google Drive and watch it with the panels, you can also do that. That is an option for you guys, that you can see the read through there. Also support support the manga, man. Make sure you go out and support the manga. The reason why I can't the volumes that I have for Ippo that I've gotten since the anime and stuff like that, the ones that I have, I can't I have it in book form. You know what I'm saying? So I have hard copies. So I have to figure out a way to do it on screen because I'm doing the with panels option for you guys. So I have to do it on the screen. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find an option like I have Berserk, where I can do it offline. So I have to do the Ippo one online, which I don't mind. It's just that all these ads pop up on these sites, and it just makes it a little bit difficult. Sometimes I have pop-ups, but so far I don't think I'm having that problem right now. So we're gonna jump into this, man, and see where this takes us from chapter to chapter. Okay, so let's jump on over there and let's see what happens. All right, so here we are, 560, and we're starting off with, I don't know this dude's name. I don't remember his name. I'm pretty sure they're gonna say it multiple times. Let me move over a little bit so I'm more in the screen more than off the screen. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm gonna try to talk as loud as possible. Because I noticed that my audio is a little bit low. Because I had do try to keep the mic away from me, not too close to my mouth, so that I do have a pop filter, but a lot of times, yeah, I'm saying, pop filters, I don't know, if I'm too close to the mic, it still picks up that pop. So so let's continue here. We have this Itagaki talking, and he said, and I'm gonna have to take responsibility for it. I think he did say that at the end of the last chapter. Okay, so Ippo is thinking, he's saying, flickers from the Hitman style. His boxing style is similar to Mashiba-san's, but the way that he fights is more like Saramura-san. So I remember that fight between Ippo and Saramura was one of the more dangerous fights, almost losing that fight, because Saramura kind of had his number until you didn't know that Ippo, Ippo was trying out the refined Dempsey role in that fight, and he actually did it and destroyed Saramura. So that was pretty cool. So this is a dangerous opponent according to Ippo. So let's continue here. We have Ippo and Kumi. I think that's Itagaki's sister. I think that's it. So okay, so she said it'll be fine. Manabu will win, and he'll become the Rookie King, because Kumi doesn't have that tall of a hair. So I'm pretty sure that's Itagaki's sister. So it says that's right, and Itagaki says, yeah, that's what I intend on doing. Right? So it said that's another reason he's so nervous. Makino-kun and Imai-kun, to become East Japan Rookie King, he has to fight. To become East Japan Rookie King, he has to fight against two boxers who have both been able to beat him before. Okay, so Makino? Who is Makino? I'm guessing Makino is the dude from high school, and Imai-kun is this other dude that beat him in that first pro match, right? I'm guessing. So he must be feeling some real intense pressure, says Ippo. So he said, "Come on, you two, don't be so quiet. It's depressing me." Okay, this mouse now is like bringing up that thing every time I leave it on the screen. So, come on, you two, don't be so quiet. It's depressing me. Let's grab a bite to eat and raise your spirits. We can get some cake at this nice bakery nearby. And Itagaki says, "I can't eat anything that's high in calories." And he says, well, yeah. It says, let's go karaoke then. We'll just party hard instead." So somebody walks up and he's like, "You seem to be just as carefree as ever." And they all like, "Hmm?" Oh, so it's the dude that just fought. Okay. So he's like, "Came to check out my match with a girl. Must be pretty confident, Itagaki-kun." It says Makino. So he's Makino. He's Makino. Imai is the guy from high school. See, I keep getting them mixed up. Okay, so this is the guy that beat him in the first pro match. And he's gotten better. Now he has the flicker jab. Okay, so he's Makino. Okay, so guess that's just the amateur elite for you. And you always get all the good coverage in magazines too. I'm kind of jealous, really. You probably don't think that your loss to me was much more than tripping over a tiny pebble, do you? And he laughs. Though you might trip up again if you're not careful. But I tell you, I've got to envy you. Having a girlfriend to lift up your spirits, it's the man's sister, guy. It's his sister. It's like, it's like having a girlfriend to lift up your spirits, my. I imagine it must be very nice. And she says, he's not going to trip up. And like, he's going to kick that pebble aside. He isn't even going to need any cheering up. And he replies, what? Nani? It's like, don't get the wrong idea now, Makino-kun. She's actually Itagaki's younger sister. Oh, that's Ippo? Why they... Oh, no, that's not Ippo. Who the hell is this guy? Kisuke? Kisuke, he came here too? And another one of the elite appears. I've seen you a lot inside of all the magazines. Oh, yeah, I've seen you a lot inside of all the magazines too. This year's tourney is supposed to be a grudge match between two hotshot former amateurs or something, right? It's like they don't even see me out there at all. And in my response, I really don't understand you. Where does this inferiority complex that you have come from? And he's like, you guys are so lucky. You've been blessed with greatness. And Itagaki replies, that's enough of this. Don't bother getting provoked by him, Kisuke. Okay, it's like, come on now. You're boxers. Oh, Ippo is trying to break it up. It's like, you're boxers, so it can wait until you're inside of the ring. It would be bad to fight here. So many people are around. And it's like, Makino Uchi-san. It's like, wow, it's the champ. So hold on. So he didn't realize that Ippo was there this whole time? He's been staring at him this whole time. It's like, oh, it's the champ. It's like, you are naturally rather well-mannered. He's like, huh? Was he about to trip Ippo? Boy, you better sit down. It's like, so Itagaki says, you pizza, and Ippo stops him. Said, no, it's okay. He was about to punch him in the face. It's like, pretty soon you won't be able to ignore me either. And then he takes off. Okay. He stepped on Ippo's foot. Yeah, or he did something to his foot. It was like, what was that? Stepping on the champ's foot. That's just going beyond rude. And Ippo says to Itagaki, don't think about getting payback from me. Just focus on the match. And he says, but it's like the smaller the dog, the louder the bark. But then again, you could say that he has confidence in his bite as well. Anyway, you look at it, he's a mad dog. He seems like he's trouble, but how about it? You gonna make it to the finals? He's like, careful not to trip out there either. And how do you even know that Nanako is my sister anyway? It's like, I saw her all the time when we fought in the interschool ring. She was always cheering her heart out for you every single time. You went to cheer for him? Says Ippo to his sister. But he still ended up losing. So you said you were going to karaoke, right? I can't sing all that well, but who's... Itagaki says, who said you could come along too? It's like he's just invited himself. It's like, let's go, senpai. Oh, okay. Damn. Yeah, I mean, Ima ain't so bad. Not a bad guy. Didn't he fight? Did he? I don't remember. Did he spar against Ippo? I don't remember. It's like Imai-kun seems to be pretty confident, and Makino-kun seems pretty eerie. It's like if this were last year, I'm sure that Manabu-kun would have become the Rookie King easily. He's got that much talent. But now he's got dangerous opponents and some serious mental pressure on top of that. Come on, Manabu-kun, you can do this. It's like flickers, huh? I have some experience there too. Those are some nasty punches. Yes, totally different from regular jabs. And Takamura says he just has to get by them using his speed. There aren't any 4-rounders out there that can keep up with our Itagaki. And Kimura says, but his opponent seems like the type who'll do whatever it takes to land a hit. I remember, if you guys have not checked out the movie where Kimura went up against Mashiba, that was a really good fight. Check out that movie. So we'll just do the same thing. It really isn't a good idea in this case. This guy's trouble. When you're in trouble, call out for me. Just shout out my name. Bronco Man. I knew that was coming because somebody said it in the Discord. I was like, is that what he's calling himself? Bronco Man. Oh yeah. Bronco Man. He's like, so they're like, what the hell are you doing? It's like, oh, these kids just followed me because they want an autograph. They're like, the 2 class conquering champions autograph, is that important to them? Oh well then. So the kids say, no, not yours. And they're like, huh? It's like, wait, look at those kids. All of them wearing Bronco Man t-shirts. Who the hell would even sell those pieces of crap? It's like, ever since the commercial, it's become huge. And everyone loves it whenever I make broccoli ramen now. I heard they're even going to put me into some video games too. Oh, damn. It's like, that they're like, thank you, Bronco Man. Sure, come by again sometime. Oh, man. And they're like, you need to give your autograph as a boxer, man, Kimura saying to Aoki. It's like, what is this, a place for UFO to come land? Or maybe this is a place for Bronco Man to come land, flying in and swinging on by. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. I'm like, oh, don't pull up my trademark. It's like, it looked like he's caused a broccoli boom. The world is really strange sometimes. It's like Fuji. So this Fuji, the reporter guy from the paper, the sports writer guy, Takamura is like, I don't like this. Haoki is supposed to be made a fool of, not become all popular. It's like, are you so Ippo asks Fuji, are you here for work? He's like, yes. Ask in Takamura, ask anything you want of the champion of 2 weight classes. It's like, but you're already done with covering that. It's like, what? But I have so much more to tell. It's like, where's Itagaki-kun? It's like, you're covering the Rookie King tournament? It's like, yeah, this year seems to be the best batch ever since that one time. It's like, what one time? And he's like, the year you were in it. Of course, when Ippo was in the Rookie King tournament, that's stuff of legend, man. Mashiba, Miyata, you had that one other dude. What was that other dude? That first fight that Ippo had was brutal, man. When each one, I think there was in that tournament too, right? How can I forget his name? Sendo, right? I think Sendo was in the Rookie King tournament. Was he? Yeah, because I think that was the first match, right? For the finals. I think that was the first match in the finals of the Rookie King tournament. He beat him, and then Ippo beat him to get the championship. I think. I might be wrong. Who knows? Anyways, so he's like, when each one had the potential to become the champion in that Eastern Rookie King tournament. Definitely. So, and it really resembles the layout from that time too. Everyone's interested in it. So they're like, the layout, the styles of the 3 fighters is like, oh, so Brocco Man responds, oh, I get it. You've got the fighters, Imai and Ippo, the boxers, Itagaki and Miyata. So he's basically saying that, yeah, they're similar in style. You got the infighters. That's what should have been written there. The infighters, Imai and Ippo. The boxers, Itagaki and Miyata. So basically, they're prodigies. And then you had the cheaters, Makino and Mashiba. Very similar, for real. They're really similar. So you have the Itagaki and Miyata considered prodigies. Imai and Ippo are 2 really good infighters. Really good. I mean, Ippo never really had what Imai had, but they're similar as in infighters. So I don't know if you call infighters just fighters or whatever, like to get in close and fight. I guess that's what he's referring to. It could be. I don't know. And they're like, that's true. It is pretty similar. And similar in how they're all just small fry. Takamura. He's like, that year Ippo-kun won, but what's going to happen in this year? For real, who's going to win? Is it going to be the prodigy? Is it going to be, you know what I'm saying, the cheaters? I'm just kidding, man. Mashiba never cheated. He did. When he fought Miyata, he was the one that stepped on Miyata's foot, right? I think so. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was the one that stepped on Miyata's foot purposely. So Ippo says, Manabu-kun is gonna win. What about Imai? So he's like, who wants to bet 5,000 yen ahead? It's like, but it would be rude to bet on them. It's like, huh? Don't think he'll do it. Manabu-kun is gonna lose, eh? What are you talking about? He's trying to bait them. And they took the bait. He's like, I've got 5,000 on Manabu-kun. and Kimura takes Imai, and Takamura takes Imai, and Aoki takes Imai too. It's like, oh, me too, me too. Okay, so unfortunately, Imai is already sold out. Brocco Man gets the dark horse, Makino. Oh my god. Why is always doing this to Aoki, man? Oh my god, he's like, no way. It's like, so here's Itagaki-kun, huh? Come to think of it, you want to spar with me? Why is Mashiba here asking for a spar? With Itagaki-kun? It's like, pleased to meet you. And that's the end of the chapter. Okay. Let's get to the next one. On to the next one, baby. Oh, yeah. On to the next one, baby. Says like, please. Okay, so we're here again. Pleased to meet you. That's Itagaki-kun talking to Mashiba. He's asking him to spar. Name's Itagaki Manabu. I know it's kind of sudden, but I was hoping we could spar. Don't care about your name, your weight class and rank. I'm a featherweight. And about my ranking, you could say I'm getting ready to be ranked. So he's like, a 4-rounder? It's the perfect person for him to practice, because he can practice against the flicker jabs. He's like, beat it. I don't know how to go easy on someone. You want to get broken? He said, let's go. It was rude to come out of the blue anyway, and you might really get broken too. I would actually prefer it if you don't go easy on me at all, says Itagaki. It's like, what am I supposed to get out of beating up on a newbie? He's like, you got a point there. He's right, let's go, Itagaki. But we came out all this way. Oh, one more thing. Tell your sister that I said hi. She always takes good care of me. Ha! Mashiba about to beat that ass. It's like, she looked after me a few days ago while I was training with Senpai, though. Guess that I'll go and leave it be for today. I'll come back some other time. And Mashiba is like, wait, what do you mean by takes care of you? And Itagaki says, be seeing you. It's like when you say take care, it's like, but it's like, get in a ring. Me beat it out of you. It's like, I'll play with you a bit. Itagaki played him. It's like, get ready and get into the ring. And when we're done, you're going to spill your guts as payment. Just make sure. And Itagaki says, just make sure you play with me seriously. It says, he really doesn't know how to hold back, but I'll be sure to stop him if he gets out of hand. And he's like, yes, please do if things start getting dangerous. It says, you ready? 2 rounds. So they're going to do 2 rounds. So Itagaki versus Mashiba. It's like, thanks for your help. Like, listen, Itagaki, don't overdo this. If you're hurt, it's best to just stay down. Because remember, Mashiba had switched weight classes. I think he went up to not middleweight. He went from feather to light, I think, to lightweight. I think he moved up from featherweight to lightweight. It's like, if you're hurt, it's best to just stay down. Don't try too hard out there. It's like, okay, as promised, I'll tell you everything once we get done here. And immediately, Mashiba goes into the flicker jabs. It's like, it'll be over real quick. It's like, this is it. There's nothing quite like seeing the real thing in action. He's gonna get dusted. Okay, so Ippo rushed over to Manabu's house. I remember this guy. So Itagaki's sister is like, "Oh, Ippo-san." It's like, "How is Manabu-kun? I just heard from Nanako-chan that he was hurt very badly." Damn, the match is done already. He's like, "Is he doing okay?" Like Manabu is. He's like, "Mana." He's like, "Is he gonna fart again?" Cause you know the Manabu stuff. He's like, "Oh man, he did do it," and Ippo is like, "Looks like I messed it up." Oh, honey. He's like, I'm actually kind of worried over here. Well, why don't you come on in? Manabu's just resting in his room. Like, okay. Was it really not that bad? It's like, Manabu-kun. Ippo-san. That dude is knocked out. It's like, Manabu. Ippo-san is over here. It's like, hey, senpai. I got my butt kicked. Like, whoa, that's some swelling. Trying to spar with Mashiba-san was a little too much. Not only is he in a weight class above you, but he's also aiming for a world title. It's like, oh yes, he's really, really strong. Did you have a plan for the flickers? It's like, well, I've heard that the Hitman style came from Detroit in America. I don't have the money to visit America, but I still wanted to get some experience against them. Anyway, those punches sure are hard to dodge. Even if they aren't as good as Mashiba-san's, I bet that Makino's flickers are trouble too. Named after his creator, world champion Thomas Hitman Hearns, and his hometown, it's an offensive style that is able to produce an assortment of faster jabs by lowering the non-dominant harm, but at the cost of a weakened defense because of the lowered guard. A more defensive counter version exists called the Philadelphia Hitman style. It was used by Smoking Joe Frazier and is employed from time to time in the series by Ichiro Miyata. Okay. Taken from, okay. It's good information to know. Okay. So it was hard going for 2 full rounds without a down. It's fine, just lie down. You seem to have gotten hit a lot. Either way, if you're able to talk this much, you should be fine. I'll go ahead and go home then. It's like, oh, come on and hang out for a little. She wants him to stay, of course. It's like, Manabu-kun won't rest if I stay. It's like, senpai, don't worry about coming to work tomorrow. And don't try a stunt like this again. It's like, senpai, don't think that I came home empty-handed. Of course not. I definitely got some results. Okay, good. So at least he didn't get beat up for nothing. It's like, results. He didn't fall while fighting Mashiba-san for 2 whole rounds. That's amazing. And to think all he had to say was flickers are hard to dodge in his first experience with him, that's true. That's true. Does that mean he can dodge them? After all of the trouble Kimura-san and I had, I have some experience there too. Those some nasty punches, said Kimura. He says this is true. Even if it resulted in being beaten, I'm sure Manabu-kun. You mean to tell me he figured something out? Okay, so I guess they're at the where Aoki works. He said, but didn't he just end up getting his ass beat? He's like, but that couldn't be helped. After all, he was fighting against Mashiba-san. I mean, yeah. It's kind of like when Ippo spars with Takamura. Like, you know he's going to get his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? You know he's going to get his ass whooped, but he's going to gain something from it, you know? So, even so, it didn't seem like all that happened, this Ippo talking. Even so, it didn't seem like all that happened was him getting beat on. It's like, Takamura says, then he'll probably beat out Makino-kun, won't he? It's like, yeah, he'll probably win. He'll win. Quit getting so excited just because you bet on Itagaki. The bet has got nothing to do with it. Well, that's fine if Makino loses. If Makino loses, after all, we are on Imai's side. It's like, what do you mean in my side? Fine. Then say what you will. But when Manabu-kun wins, all of you had better pay up. Ippo telling them. It's like, right, Aoki-san? It's like he sided with Makino, you know. Why can't you bet on your friends? They said it was sold out. They said. I was like, that's nice. That's nice. Those two those two get such big treatment. Yeah, Ippo and Itagaki in the paper, magazine, whatever. It's like, and my picture is so damn small. Yeah, he's down there in the middle. You need a magnifying glass to see it. I can see it, bruh. I mean, Ippo and Itagaki is from a famous gym now. Their gym is infamous at this point. There's two champions in the gym right now. Well, one that conquered two weight classes, and another that's the Japan champion, right? Their gym is going to get a lot of publicity. It's really not about you, or you know what I'm saying, or any attack against you as a boxer, but they're gonna get more recognition. It's just how sports is. Like, you're not going to, you know, if you want to relate it to like a magazine like the ESPN magazine, right? You're not gonna go into ESPN magazine and see something about a player you probably never heard of. You get what I'm saying? So you're gonna hear about those athletes that are booming, right? That are booming. You're gonna see Serena Williams on the front, LeBron James on the front, Kobe on the front. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, Russell Westbrook. You're gonna see those people on the cover of these magazines. It has nothing to do necessarily. It's not anything against the other people. You know, the magazine is gonna feature who they feel like who's gonna read, who you want to know about. Like, I don't want to know about you. I'm just kidding. Anyways, and my picture's so damn small, you need a magnifying glass to see it. Says that guy. Okay. His name sometimes slip me. But anyways, like, well, there were big names, amateurs, and their fights are always impressive. Exactly what I just said. So he's like, so are you saying I'm not impressive? And he's like, huh? So, oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. You don't have to say it. These guys are definitely bright. They're both truly great shining stars. But the brighter the star, the darker the shadow will be. And I can see myself quite clearly in the darkness. And he's like, let's leave it at that, Mr. Reporter. Makino has to practice. Oh, God. Not another guy that wants to talk about himself in the third person. Oh, that's a trainer that was talking. Okay. I thought it was him that says that. I thought it was Makino that said that, but it's a trainer talking to Fuji. Fuji? Yeah, Fuji. So he may be a bit down on himself, but he's really trying his absolute hardest. When that half-hearted super rookie from the Kamigawa gym, Itagaki, fought in that match against him, it was such a thrill to see Cannon Father win such an unexpected KO. Dude was cheating the whole damn time. And of course he was thrilled himself too. But you see, people were talking behind his back. The people here, yes, that he only won by cheating or that it was a fluke, that sort of thing. It probably hurt his feelings. There's no way that he couldn't. That was his first win, you know. But Makino didn't let it get him down. And then he started training significantly more than he ever had before, day in, day out, without hardly saying a word. He doesn't care how, so long as he can keep on winning, the people around him will shut up. That's all that he said, and now he's so quiet. He's gonna show those elites a thing or two about the strength of an underdog. We'll be hoping for a good match from him, says Fuji. 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 He said, that reminds me. The current champion was like that too, right? Champion? Is he talking about Ippo? When the rookie tourney was going on, they barely talked about him at all. And people kept calling it an upset when he was beating all the big names one after the other. Well, you're talking the truth, but are you Ippo caliber though? He said it happens a lot, you know. History repeating itself.
Sorry, there's nothing to repeat.
I don't know why Siri is answering me right now. Anyway, so the Elite and the Dark Horse, this is definitely a matchup that happens a lot. And I have seen the Elite get beaten by the lowly Dark Horse many times before. History repeating itself, huh? Now that all the pieces are in place, this year's Rookie King tournament should be very entertaining. It's like, listen, I heard you were helping out with the enemy's training. Hold on. Who is Kumi the one? Is Kumi? He's like, what do you mean? He's in a different weight class now, so Makino Uchi-san isn't your enemy anymore. He's like, he's the enemy. Why do you have to hold a grudge like that, huh? And who told you about all this anyway? Like, I think he said his name was Itagaki. What's wrong with your face? He's like, trying to pull that shit with me. I keep telling you to rest. Because it looks like Ippo is trying to get Manabu to rest. And that's the end of the chapter. Let's get to the next one. Yeah, man. So I'm loving this so far. You know, I'm loving it so far, man. Is, you know, it's one of those things that I love the story building in Ippo. But I mean, pretty much in you know, in anything that I'm watching, I love story build up because the payoff is always, well, not always, but the payoff is always good when it comes to what I've been, you know, the ones that I've been reading so far. So this is, why does it look like this is a whole volume? 562. What is going on here? What am I? Hold on. How long is this one? This one look like it's a whole volume. What in the world? I think this is a whole volume we were about to do that we're jumping in right now, because that's what it's showing. It looked like this is volume 62, not chapter 62. This is volume 62. Okay, we'll see how it goes. Might do the whole thing. Who knows? Anyways, because all I know is this looks like it's about to have 100 and something pages, which is weird. I could be wrong. I don't know. Or maybe this is just the beginning round of the volume. It just looks like that. So excuse us. So you haven't learned your lesson yet, huh? My injuries are better now, so I'd like to spar with you again. This one is titled The Man Who Destroyed My Confidence. Okay, so it's like, Mashiba says, go home, you really will get hurt. It's like, there's this story about the beach. What do you think? Still baiting him again. She said she was going to the beach with a coworker and stayed overnight, but the truth was Mashiba's like, get in the ring. It's like, you might die, but you'd better die after telling me. I'll tell you, but I have no intention of dying. Damn, Mashiba hitting him. Ooh. He's taking them, but he's ducking though. He getting under them flicker jabs. It's like his opponent looks rather slim, doesn't he? It's like he's been sparring with bantamweights and lower. It's like 2 classes lower? It's like, yeah. Because Itagaki Manabu's movements are terribly fast. This lighter, faster opponent, he easily trapped him on the ropes. Adopting the Hitman style wasn't my advice. He did it by himself. He wanted something more aggressive. And I guess this was it. In the beginning, I was worried because it didn't really match his nature. Didn't match his nature. He's talking to this reporter lady, the manager. That Makino is a really gentle boy. He's the quiet type that doesn't stand out. I guess it was after that match his consciousness reformed itself within him. So Makino is the one that's here. I didn't even realize that the scene switched, because it really does look like this was Itagaki and Mashiba still, but it wasn't. Hold on. Yeah, it wasn't. So I don't know when the screen switched. It must be right here. But the scene switched and we're watching Makino spar with somebody. I don't know who it is. So he's been sparring against two guys 2 weight classes below him. Okay. So Makino is a really gentle boy. He's the quiet type that doesn't stand out. His consciousness reformed itself within him. Stop, Makino, enough. It's like, I'm going to run. Okay. So he went to do some road work, Makino. It's like, he's a scarily modest guy, and he all but admitted to using Flow's a warped personality. I'll leave the research up to you. What has he been through? Okay, so now we're getting a little bit of backstory on Makino, which Ippo always does very well. So he's so used to the Hitman style, one might think it was his true nature. It must be the result of strenuous training. Even if you take the files away, he can still fight. For Itagaki Manabu, who's still used to taking points from his amateur days, he's going to be a really dangerous opponent. The possibility that their first match will repeat itself is very high. Okay. They out here sleeping on my boy Itagaki, man. They better not. You know what I mean? So it's like, what's the matter? You're in such a hurry. What's the matter? You're in such a hurry. I'll be late for my rendezvous. Like, rendezvous? I'm going clothes shopping. So Mashiba is going clothes shopping. He's like, see ya. Have a good day. So they're like, sorry to keep you waiting. So who is that? Ippo? Yeah, Ippo comes up, is like, sorry to keep you waiting. I'm so sorry for calling you out here. He's like, what happened? A small incident occurred. Mashiba-san as a date. It's like, shh. Like, maybe I'm being too nosy, but he's never said anything about buying clothes with someone before, and moreover, he called it a rendezvous. It's like, this is a big event. I kept worrying and worrying about it. Finally, I decided to follow him and see, but I was scared to do it alone. He's like, so Ippo is like, you're tailing him? I get the feelings these siblings behave in similar ways. Yeah, because Mashiba was tailing him at one point. So it's like, so, where's Mashiba-san? Like, over there. Yeah, so Ippo ducks and like he's not even 5 meters away. You can't call this tailing. Like, really? It's like, but this is really unbelievable. My brother has a date. He's a boxer aiming for the world. After all, it's not that strange if he's getting attention from women. It's like, he moved. Like, hello. Of course, I knew it, but I know they didn't know that he was meeting up with Itagaki. What, they've become friends? Wow, that's cool. So it's like, I'm so disappointed. So he was meeting Itagaki, huh? It's like, for me, this is a really big incident. That clothes shop, is it really that cheap? Of course it is. My family goes there all the time. Oh, so he's like taking Mashiba to get some clothes. Okay. It's got brand knockoff. So good, most people can't tell the difference. And if you haggle, you can get 30% or 40% off. That's amazing. They're like, so, about the beach incident. He's like, are you sure that nothing happened? He's like, I can vouch for it. My info is from a reliable source. It's like, I can't believe it. A man and a woman spent the night together and nothing happened. It may sound like a lie, but it's a true story. Yeah, nothing happened, bro. Nothing happened. Ippo is not that dude. So, I thought he knew a lot lately. So it was you, Itagaki. Yes, he's the one that's been giving him all the info. It's like, it's just too bad those two aren't making any progress. I like it that way. He's like, Mashiba is like, I like it that way. I'll never accept it. Her going out with Makanauchi. I wonder, wouldn't you say the same thing even if the guy wasn't senpai? And he's like, what was that? I'm saying that Mashiba-san's attitude isn't right. He's like, what? What a dangerous line of conversation. It's like, Kumi-san is such a nice lady, but she still doesn't have a boyfriend. Isn't it true that Mashiba-san is part of the reason why? What is Mashiba-san is part of the reason why? And Mashiba grabs him by his collar. Oh, and he's like, and Kumi's like, stop them, Makanouchi-san. It's like, I can't. He's like, the two of us have no parent. I'm her guardian. And Itagaki is like, that isn't right. He's like, why you? Manabu-kun is going to be killed. We have to stop them. She's an adult now. Please use a little common sense. You should let her make her own decisions. You should let her make her own decisions. He's like, If you try to repress her, she might end up rebelling. And Mashiba says, you might be right. And they're all like, he talked him down? Wow. He's like, but I still won't accept it, says Mashiba. Speaking as someone with a little sister, I understand your feelings. But anyway, your movements are really fast. You're probably the only one since Miata to dodge my left so well. And Manabu is like, really? Since Miata-san? Even if it's flattery, I'm really happy. It's like, I don't lie. You're even more talented than Miata. It's like, well, maybe I can have a little confidence now. It's like, you seem rather obsessed with the rookie's kings. Is there some reason for that? And Itagaki says, I wanted to regain my self-confidence. There's a man who beat him to a pulp. I guess he's focused on Imai-kun. It hurts that I couldn't beat this Imai guy in our amateur days, so I came to the pros chasing him. But the truth is that I don't care so much about that anymore. The man who destroyed my self-confidence was Makanouchi Ippo. I talked about this I talked about this in the last the last read through, somebody's talking right outside the door. I don't know why they do this all the time. The man who destroyed my self confidence. I talked about this in the last read through I did, where I said that Ippo, it was harsh, but it's the truth. And even if he felt some sort of way about it and he wasn't showing it, you know, now we're getting the truth. And you know, so Ippo is there, and he doesn't know Ippo is there. Ippo is hearing him, so it's like I was really cocky. I thought it was fine if I lost so long as I won the next time, and I'd get over the loss in just a day. However, when Senpai lectured me in the waiting room after my debut match, it really got to me. I'd always believed that I was doing enough to get by in the pros, but when he said someone like you isn't a pro, I felt like I'd been hit. Just a few words from Senpai. It doesn't have to be the Rookie Kings. I just want to have a good match and have him tell me that I look like a pro. I mean, it's an approval thing. It's an approval thing, and as I said before, I hope that he doesn't. I wouldn't have never wanted him to quit. Because Ippo was being harsh. Because even Takamura them told Ippo that it was a bit harsh what he said and whatever. So I said, and you would. Mashiba says to him, and you would regain your self confidence from that. It's like, I wonder. I guess I'll see when the time comes. And he laughs. So it's like, so Ippo is talking to Kumi. He's like, this is my first time of seeing my brother. Oh, no, that's Kumi talking. He's like, this is my first time of seeing my brother enjoying a conversation with someone else. So she looks at Ippo and he's like, Makanauchi-san. Like, yeah, you're right. I'm sure it was the first time for my brother too. Meeting someone who wasn't afraid to tell him his honest opinion. He's not afraid of Takamura-san in the gym either. Manabu-kun is always himself. I hope they can become good friends. That way my brother will learn to relax a bit. It's like, yeah, it's not just about being himself. I'm sure Mashiba-san acknowledges Manabu-kun's strength from sparring with him. That's how strong Manabu-kun has become. That time. And that time. Too. so so they're looking at old pictures of him getting beat up and, stuff. So Ippo is thinking, I didn't need to say anything. He looked like a splendid pro. So it's like, so Kumi gets home like, I'm home. Look, they look at each other. She walks by. It's like, so she turns to him and is like, aren't you going to ask me where I was? So he looks at it and he looks at it and smiles and he's like, please don't act weird like that. It's creepy. It's like, huh? It's like, did you say something? No, not really. Here we go. So they're back on the boat. The family boat. It's like, no, not really. Here we go. So they picked up the load and they're like, do your best, Manabu-kun. Yeah. And they say goodbye to each other. And we're off to the next chapter. So yeah, that was just the beginning of the volume. Okay, so let's continue. Are you still going to Mashiba's place? 3 rounds, 3 times a week. Okay, so you're sparring on the regular now. It's like, I'm surprised your body can take it. And Manabu replies, despite what he says, he's really going easy on me. But even so, I'm always pretty beaten up after each spar. Of late. So Ippo is thinking to himself, Of late, his face hasn't been swelling up much. The headgear might be protecting him a bit, but I'm certain he's gotten used to the flicker. That's good. That's good. So, all right. So we're here now. Who's this in the chair? Oh, so we're getting a little bit more on Makino now. Okay, so hey, how are you doing? And the person in the wheelchair replies, great. Here, wipe off your sweat. He's like, thanks. So, Atsushi, are you depressed about your surgery? So she replies, what about you, Fumito-kun? That could be a dude too. I'm wondering if that's a dude. Oh, that's his, is that his little brother? He's like, what about you, Fumito-kun? You're depressed about your match, right? You're depressed about your match, right? It's like your opponent is strong, isn't he? And he's like, yeah. It's like, see, you should be worrying about yourself instead. It's like, don't be silly. I already beat that guy once before. I'll win again this time. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's like, that's right, Fumito-kun. Is working hard. Yeah, I don't lose to anyone when it comes to that. There's nothing you can't do if you try hard enough. I'll show you that anything is possible if you keep trying and trying. If he actually does this match legitimately with no cheating, I'll definitely give him props, man. But we don't do that cheating stuff. We don't trip opponents and stuff like that. So it's like, I'll definitely win. So you do your best too. He's like, okay. And then he leaves, smacks himself in the face. You know, he's getting ready for his match, okay? So it's like, so this girl's just following him. He's like, your facial expression when talking to that kid and your face right now. It's like, which one is the real you? For real. Because he's like, he's such a different person around that the person in the wheelchair is crazy. So your coach told me about it, that you did your road work in this park. He said if I wanted to gather materials, I would find you here. You must be really curious, going to such lengths to study me. So she's like, she says, I'm interested in your fighting style and in your words. Interested? Then please watch where you step. So she's like, nobody really cares about a grass I just stepped on. He's like, of course not, because it doesn't stand out. However, no matter how often it's stepped on, it endures it. The more it's stepped on, the stronger it gets. So she says, are you saying you're that weed? And he says, Makanauchi Ippo was like that too. He worked and worked, and eventually he blossomed into a brilliant flower. Now, it's so strange to hear him kind of modeling himself after Ippo. That's why I said if he legitimately fights Manabu in a fear fight and beat him in the upcoming match, I'm gonna give him props. No doubt about it. I have to give him props because if he's modeling himself after Ippo, how can I not give him props? You know? And he's like, okay, and so too will I one day. What's wrong with my thinking that way? And she says, I never said it was wrong. A boy named Tsuchiya Atsushi is in a hospital near the park. It seems he's been hospitalized for a long time. Of all the things he saw outside his window, one thing seems to have captured his interest. He was probably just trying to relieve his boredom, but one day he spoke to him. So he's just a random kid. Wow. One day he spoke to him. And he's okay, so we're getting the backstory now of how the kid met Makino. Okay, so he just came outside and just spoke to him and just said, are you a boxer? Wow. Are you strong? He's like, So he saw, Makino hangs his head, and he's like, "You're not strong?" It's like, "It's okay. I've been watching you from that window every day. You're working hard, aren't you? I'm sure you'll win." It's like it was a big encouragement for Makino. He won his next match by cheating. Okay, so it's like Atsushi is young, so he's afraid of surgery. If Makino keeps winning, it will give him courage, is what Makino says. Okay, so now we're back in the gym watching who? Who are we watching? Looks like Itagaki is sparring. Who is he sparring with? Is he sparring with Ippo? And they're like watching him. He's like, he's fast. He looks like he's moving pretty fast. So they're like, all right, we're done, Hitagaki. Great work. Seems like he was sparring with Ippo. It was like, he gave you a pretty hard time. Oh, it's Kimura. Okay. So it said he gave you a pretty hard time. It's like, I haven't sparred with him in a while. He's unbelievable fast. Both his hands and feet are really fast. That barrage was like a porcupine. Yeah, that boy was putting it on you, man. It's like, so you got pricked by little needles? I got pricked? It's like he's leveling up again. Okay. You seem really well prepared. Ah, thank you. I'm ready for anything. Now more than ever, I feel like I could take on anyone, says Manabu. You really are a cheerful guy. She says, am I really? It's like Makino trying to move ahead even while doubting himself. Itagaki looking only upwards without any shadows. Light and darkness, the elite and the weed, they really are opposites. And she's like, be careful. Like, huh? It's like drama with a hospitalized patient, huh? I see. I can testify to his determination. However, it's got nothing to do with me. It really doesn't. It's like, you're not sparring today. It's like, I'm done training. I just came to thank you. And Mashiba says, I don't need your thanks. All I want to hear is that you won. And Itagaki says, next time I come here, sir. So Mashiba says, I heard about it, a confrontation between an elite and a weed. Don't underestimate his power. And Itagaki says, thanks for the encouragement. Hurry up and go. Okay. So he says something. He said, if you won, if you kept winning, what would you do? Your weight class has Makanouchi in it. So long as you're in the same gym, you can't challenge him. But if you keep winning and build up your power, a time will come when you'll want to test that power. What will you do then? He's like, no need to worry. I'll just wait until Senpai relinquishes his title. He's like, thanks for everything. I'll definitely come and tell you about my win. The elite and the weed, huh? They can think that way if they want, but this really doesn't look like an elite's house. He's like, is Oni-chan home yet? He's like, yeah, dinner is ready. I'll go call him. I see. The weigh-in is tomorrow. I can't eat tonight. Oni-chan. She goes into the room. She sees him. He's like, sorry, I'll close the door. Like, Nanako, what impression does a weed give you? She says, weed? It's like strong, right? Persistent, right? Like, Oni-chan. He's like, I know. He's really thinking about it, huh? He's like, I know he's the type I'm weak against, but still losing twice to the same opponent in the pro ring? No way. She walks out, starts to pray. Oh man, he's gonna do it, man. No doubt about it. I really do think that he's going to get that stuff. I think he's gonna win the match, but it's going to be a tough match. I think it's gonna be a battle of wills. It's definitely going to be a battle of wills, man. All right, so let's go to the next chapter. Why he's obsessed with winning. It's like, so we're at the fights now. We ready? Okay, so even the opening fights are gonna be great tonight. It's the East Japan Rookie King semifinals in the blue corner. All right, so everyone's keeping an eye on Imai Kyusuke because he has the potential to take the Japanese title. So Imai is fighting tonight. Who is he fighting? Makoto? I don't know what that is. So I think Itagaki versus Makino is going to be more interesting. Makino is that guy who cheats a lot, right? He sure has some rough matches. So I'd be glad if Makino ended up losing this one, but Itagaki's boxing is just a little too clean cut. I guess the odds are even then. It's like, looks like everyone knows the circumstances. That seems to be the case. What do you think? Is it her? 8-2, 8-2 in Itagaki's favor. He may have lost to Makino once before, but Itagaki has been working with Takamura and Makanouchi for a while now. I'm sure he's come along quite a way. And Fuji says, under normal conditions in a fair fight, it should be a completely one-sided match. It's like, it looks like fair is definitely the key word in that statement. Yeah, if it's that's why I said if it's a legit match, like no cheating, if Makino doesn't cheat, I'll give him props. You know, so let's jump into this fight. It's like, we will now begin the first match this evening. The 4-round semifinal for the East Japan Rookie King tournament. Okay, so we got time to go. Itagaki, like, right. It's like, yo, Itagaki, get it together, man. Don't mess this up now. So they're walking out. Like, you can do it, Manabu-kun. Ippo is like, show him the spirit of a dark horse, Makino. Like, yeah, I'm gonna keep my promise to Atsushi-kun. That's right. I don't care how I do it. I just have to win. I have to win and tell Atsushi all about it. Okay, so oh, he's there. That's cool. They brought him. That's nice. It's like, whoa, you look so cool, Fumito-kun. Oh my God, it's like that boy. Atsushi, why are you surprised? Surprised? I got permission to come here to cheer for you. He's like, cheer? I hope that you win. And he's like, right. Is like, in the red corner, weighing in at 125, 3¼ pounds, from the Kamagawa gym, Itagaki Manabu. Just imagine that part. Anyway, go for it, Itagaki-kun. Win it for us. Please don't lose. KO him for me. It's like, this is the only thing I don't like about Itagaki. It's fine after all. Bronco Man is really popular with the kids. And Takamura says, he's putting on quite a show, but how do you think he's really doing? And Ippo says, well, don't worry. I'm telling you, he's got a big heart. This is true, but I'm still worried. He was nervous about this match, even though he did everything that he could This is someone that he lost to before. There's no way he'll be completely calm. And in the blue corner, he's like, whoa, he's getting pretty intense in here. I can't see him, but I still want to cheer Fumito-kun on because everybody is like standing up over him. It's like, excuse me, could you move aside a bit? Like, thank you. There's like, it's Atsushi-kun, right? You should be able to cheer for him now. It's like, thank you. Do you know Fumito-kun? It's like, well, I guess you could say that. Weighing in at 126 pounds from Sayama Gym, Makino Fumito. Is that they called out Fumito-kun's name? Yes. All right. So there's the little cheater now. You gonna win with a headbutt today? Don't fight too dirty this time. You better not win this match the cheap way too. It's like, he didn't know. It's like they're all booing him. Why are they booing him? I feel so sorry for Fumito-kun. Is this what happens every time? Is it? Even so, Makino-kun works hard, I'm sure. And he's like, they can say whatever they want. I'll win and shut them all up. I'm not worried about them at all. I wonder if the kid being there gonna encourage them to fight fair, and probably that's what's gonna cause him to lose. So he's like, what I'm worried about is, of course, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm wondering if he's worried about the kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm wondering. Is this a watermark on these pages? I'm not sure. Is this a watermark, guys? Let me know if this is a watermark on the pages, because it's popping up way too often. I don't know what that is. It's like, okay, so just watch me, Atsushi, because I'm gonna win. Whoa, looks like Makino's all ready to go. Stare him down, man. Don't lose this, Itagaki. He'll do anything to win, so be careful. It's like, okay, so keep in mind, he might foul you if he gets the chance. And be sure not to lose your own rhythm either. It's like, the dark horse, huh? Someone who grits their teeth and endures until the very end. The same kind of strength Senpai has shown so many times. Tonight, I'm going to get a little taste of that. Itagaki! The bell's gonna ring. Go out there and keep it together. Right. Calm down. Focus. I just need to go out and do what I've practiced already. There's no way that I can lose. Itagaki-kun, you can do it. Beat the hell out of that cheater. Look out for headbutts and elbows. Come on now. Itagaki. Itagaki. You, this one is off screen. I'm not pulling over right now. She said, Itagaki, we want to see you anymore in the finals. Okay. So, they square up. He's got his right pulled pretty high. Normally, he has both arms a little lower. You think it's because he can't relax? Maybe he's too stiff to calm down. I think he's just worried about his opponent's left, about Makino's flickers. Is this your first time seeing boxing? Says the lady reporter to Atsushi. Yeah, for both of these fighters, their lefts are vital. So pay attention to their left hand when you watch. He's ready. Ooh, he's gonna use the Hitman style right from the start. Be careful, Itagaki. Here comes some fast lefts. Like, Makino's not looking too bad out there, don't you think? It's like, whether he's just a copycat or he's mastered it, we'll know soon enough here. The Hitman style, huh? Brings up bad memories for Kimura. It's like, not only does it extend further than you expect, but the angle it comes from can change each time it's thrown. It's incredibly hard to dodge. And the real fight starts once you get past that left. What are you going to do about it, Itagaki? Okay, here it comes. Boom, boom. Ooh, giving him that work. Giving him that work. And he's taking it. It's like, whoa, that was so fast. Careful off that left. That's it right there. Mashiba's expression changed just now. Makino's not good then. Ooh. Wait a second. Is he dodging it? Looks like he's dodging it. And taking some too. It's like he can't even get close. It's almost like a whip. What are you supposed to do against that? For just the left, it's got some power. Like Fumito Kun's amazing. His hand's so fast I can't even see it. Yeah, this definitely won't be easy. That's the same punch that gave me and Ippo so much trouble. I guess even if you spar with Mashiba, it's not something you can overcome so easily. What do you think, Ippo? Ippo says, if it was me, I would tighten my guard with both arms and dash forward. You'll probably take a few hits, but if you're not prepared to make some sacrifices, there's no way that you would be able to beat the Hitman style. Okay, so wait a minute. Did Itagaki just drop his arm too? He dropped his what? It's like that fool lowered his guard instead. He's not a fighter that does things that are too reckless. He has to have some kind of plan. That's what I'm thinking too. So Mashiba is like, I can feel myself getting more and more nervous. But this is only the beginning. I need to have more. I have to focus even harder. Focus. Just focus. Okay, you know we getting into the juicy parts, so I can't stop right now. So let's go. Why he was born with. It's the name of the chapter. So you guys focus. Just focus. He lowered his guard. Okay. It's like, what in the hell is he doing? Taking on the Hitman style with a lowered guard. Is he just being brave? Or has he got a plan? And you know the flickers are gonna start coming. I have no idea why they're naming the chapter like this, and then that's not the actual name of the chapter. That's weird. So the name of the chapter is actually Naturally Gifted. So here we go. So the flicker jabs are coming. He's taking some hits. I don't know why he lowered his guard. Ooh, he probably lowered his guard so he can sway faster, probably. So they're like, look out. Ah. And he gets out of the way. Woo! He gets out of the way real quick, too. He's like, whoa, he can't close in. Don't run around with your guard down. Tighten up your defense. Sooner or later, he'll get you. He must have a plan. So they're both sweating. And they're going in. He just started, but he's already drowning in sweat. That's not exhaustion. It's a cold, nervous sweat. Flickers, which are fast and whose course are hard to read, cause incredible pressure. Makino seems to have mastered that style. He must have gone through a lot of training. I know he's not just a copycat now. The speed and edge to his punches are good. I guess he must have practiced until he found a style that was suited for him. He said, last time I couldn't even keep up with his speed. I didn't think I'd even be able to touch him. But not anymore. My left won't even let him come close. I'll be the one who's in control of this match, says Makino. Okay, so they're going at it, and he getting to him. He's flickering the hell out of Itagaki right now. It's like, why you? Ah, greatness. Got punched, tried to block with one of his hands, and still got punched. Because you can't really, a lot of times you can't tell the reach of the flicker jabs, so you can't really, a lot of times you can't even really sell it to sway out of the way. You might still get hit by it. So it's like, look out now. Put your guard up. I can't stand to see this. Okay, he's trying to dodge out here, man. He's like, he's got him pinned down. Get out of there. You gotta get away from the ropes. Just use your footwork and get around him. So he's up against the rope right now. He's like, he's he'll pour it on with his left and look for a chance for his right. He's turning out to be the worst case scenario. It's turning out to be the worst case scenario. And Ippo is worried about Itagaki right now. He says something wrong. What's wrong? What's wrong? You have nowhere to run and hide now, Mr. Elite. Come on. Come on. Come on. And they're like, don't rush out. He'll hit you with his right. He's like, should I screw in with my right? Or should I pin him to the ropes with my left? Alright, what is he going to choose to do? Itagaki's still there on the ropes. He's like, not coming? Then in that case, let's go. So he's gonna come, he's gonna bring the left. It's like, let's go. It's like, okay. So, is it the guy? Did he just throw a punch? It's like he was pressured into trying to get out, but this is what Makino wants. So Itagaki throws a punch. It's like he's fast. His left cuts right through the air so quickly. I couldn't even see any of these the last time, but now I can. I can see him. It's like, whoa. In their last match, those lefts totally overwhelmed them. It's rare to see a fighter who can make this much progress in so little time. It's like if you work hard, nothing is impossible. It's like and the Atsushi is saying, amazing. You're amazing for me, Tukun. It's like, I train hard like a dark horse should. You think I'll lose to a pansy elite? And he's pouring it on, man. He's pouring it on out here. He's like, he's up against the rope again. This is no good. He's being overpowered. You gotta get away, otherwise he'll pin you to the ropes. It's like, normally I'd never be able to keep up this kind of pace right from the very start. But I ran and I ran and I ran some more. Now he's really bringing it on. He can't stop Makino's momentum. What the hell? Get away from the ropes. It's like, this is insane. He's going to get hit. Get around him and switch up positions. Come on, use your legs. Run away, Manabu-kun. But he's yet to take a single hit. You know, Takamura, the only one that watches fight and watches the fight and analyzes the fight. I thought about this when I was watching the anime, and I realized that anytime Takamura is sitting there, he's never rowdy. He's always like analyzing the fight very carefully. You get what I'm saying? And he's always that voice that comes out of nowhere and be like, no, that's not what happened. This is what is happening. Okay? So he's like, but he's yet to take a single hit. And it's true. He hasn't. I think at one point it looked like he took a hit. But if he hasn't, then if Takamura says he hasn't taken a hit, he really hasn't. He looked like he's blocking all of them. So it's like he's parrying. Okay, so cool. So he's parrying. His is like the reach and speed are both different from mine. So he had trouble at first. But it looks like he's gotten it. Like he's got it. It's like, I can't believe it. Itagaki he's single-handedly knocking aside all of those flickers. It's not that Makino's flickers suck or anything. The proof of that is, this is the same thing that he got me with. Focus. Just focus. This Itagaki's intuition, I'm pretty sure that's intuition, not intuition. It's like Itagaki's intuition and depth perception is something that he had to be born with. When he's completely focused, there isn't a single four-rounder out there that will be able to touch him. This is more than I expected. He's a genius. He's a genius. Next. This guy, even more than I imagined, he's a natural. Well, I'm not surprised that they're saying the same thing about him that they say about Miata. That's what I'm not surprised about, because we already got that comparison in the series. He's a prodigy, just like Miata. So him doing stuff like this, it comes natural to him. But he's had in the hard work. After he lost that fight, he's really taken certain things to heart. So not only did we know already that you know certain things come natural to him, you know what I'm saying, it's just the hard work that he's put in is going to put him on a whole new level. It's the same thing, you know what I'm saying, with Miata, where the hard work took him to a great place where he's a champion. You know what I'm saying? He beat that guy. I think it was the guy, the Arnie guy, the Australian Crocodile Dundee looking dude. So those are pretty good matches. So the gap that can't be filled. So he's parrying all the flicker jabs. And he's like, even if he's not as good as Mashiba, Makino's flicker is still sharp. And yet there can no longer be any doubt. Itagaki is watching him. He's going to knock him down. He's stopping all those punches so brilliantly. This isn't something you can do just from practice. And they're like, Aoki, this guy, he's a genius. I don't want to admit it, but very few boxers possess such sharp detection skills and reaction speeds. That's very true. It's not very easy to parry somebody trying to punch you. It's not easy unless those punches are extremely slow. But coming from a boxer's perspective, where especially when a jab is so fast, for him to be able to parry those, like he's literally knocking them away. Like you punch and somebody's just knocking your punches aside. You know what I'm saying? So I'm guessing he's gonna counter him. That's what I'm hoping for a huge counter and put him down. But it's like detention skills, reaction speeds. He was definitely born with something different from the rest of us. Of course. Bastard, looking so fucking calm. You think you've gotten used to me? And he's like, raise my tempo and keep hitting till I get you. I'll raise my tempo. So he's gonna pick it up, but your shit still gets. Oh, here we go. He finally knocked it away, leaving you open. Let's see how Itagaki counters now. Ooh, have mercy on your face, young fella. Oh my god. He felt that everywhere. The crowd ain't saying nothing. Yo, this dude got hit. No! For a second there, I thought Itagaki hit him so hard, it turned him around. But he switched around to his back. Wait a second. What happened? Did he go around him or did he hit? I don't know what happened, bro. But this is ridiculous. It's like he held on. I thought he'd fall. That was a great left. The minute Makino tried to raise his tempo, Itagaki shifted into a higher gear. Now he only just started his engines. Itagaki in top gear. Man, I've been sitting here reacting. I'm gonna have to split up this video. I'm gonna be so pissed. I've been here recording for an hour and a half. I've not stopped the video at my usual 30-minute intervals, and I'm so pissed at myself right now because now I'm going to have to render out this thing to put it on the Google Drive. Now I'm going to have to render out these 30-minute parts, or I'm just going to have to try to upload this thing and see if it's going to be ready in time. But we'll see. I'm going to upload it fully because it makes no sense for me to stop now. Because I want to go to the end of this fight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to upload this to the Google Drive. Hopefully it's ready by Monday. Hopefully it's ready by Monday because I'm not going to stop it right now because I'm in the middle of this. I don't want to stop right now. So Itagaki shifted into a higher gear. No, he only just started his engines. Itagaki in top gear is much faster. It's like so he's like Makino getting mad. He's like, you and he tries to throw a punch, and Itagaki just knocks it away with another parry. It's like the difference in speed is overwhelming. Oh, he punched Makino's punch away with his left. He's like, not yet, right? Itagaki remembers what happened last time, so he's being careful. If he steps in to hit, yeah, he was much faster when he sparred with me. He fired an incredible number of punches at me like a porcupine's needles. Okay. He missed again. Makino missed again. And Itagaki gave him three. Hit him with that 3-piece real quick. All right. Itagaki's looking at him like, what are you going to do? You going to trip me again? Oh my God, look at this, man. Oh, he hit him with the gama gama, no. Oh my God, no way. He hit him with the Gatlin, my friend. Oh my God, it's like he's fast. Too many punches. It's the porcupine. He's finally in the next gear. His speed is unbelievable. Oh my God. He's like, I won't let you do what you want. I won't let you do what you want. And he tries to grab Itagaki. Itagaki moves out of the way. He's like, he tried to clinch, but he won't even let Makino touch him. That's what I'm talking about. He's like, there's too much different in their speed. What tremendous concentration, says Ippo. It's like, go Itagaki, kick his ass. So Makino settling down against his whole. This is the difference between what weeds and elites are born with, huh? It's too unfair. Oh my God, that chapter was awesome. All right, welcome back, guys. Ooh, this fight is good. This fight is good. It's like Makino saying, this isn't fair. This isn't fair. I trained so hard and I've worked so hard, but the difference in our skill is still this big. Can a dark horse not even scratch an elite's face? I can't accept this. I won't accept this. I'm gonna mess that pretty face of yours up. Intense feelings of a dark horse. Okay, so he punched Itagaki, but he moved out the way again. It's like, it's no good. Makino's flickers aren't bad, but I don't think they can hit him. He misses again. And Itagaki returns fire. The second he turned around, he got hit by that combo. Makino ain't much more than a punching bag now. This match has become one-sided. Like, what the hell? Itagaki hit him with that 1-2. One more to the face. I can't accept how unfair this is. Whoa, something's flying this way. It's blood. Whoa, oh my God. Itagaki is messing him up right now, man. It's no good. This is too one-sided. Referee, stop it already. It's no good. Did he stop the fight? Oh, there goes the bell. Makino was safe. At that rate, he would have stayed a punching bag. Damn. What's up with that swelling? It's only been one round, but it's like they've been at it for longer. I definitely won't let it end like this. Makino is mad. He says, since Itagaki lacks destructive power, the other guy may not be hurt as much as it seems to be, but Makino is getting beat on one-sidedly, and he can't even touch him at all. That'll gradually make him more and more desperate. Once Makino's spirit finally gives out, the match will be over. Once his spirit breaks, I feel sorry for Makino. At his best, he'd still just get beat on for 4 rounds without being able to touch Itagaki. Like, it's terrible. As a fellow dark horse, I sympathize with him. Don't be making serious comments when you have this haircut. For real, bruh. It's like, don't give up just yet, Makino. It's only been 1 round so far. Be confident. You won against Itagaki before. Not today. It's like, I won? Even though there was such a big difference in speeds? How did I win? What, are you delusional? You cheated or you forgot? It's like, that was it. He's a prissy elite, and he's weak against rough fights. Alright then, like last time, I'll win no matter what. Yeah, but Atsushi is still in the crowd. It's like, it's very brave of you not to look away. No way, I am not watching. I came here to see Fumito-kun do his very best. And Makino is like, I can't do it. Atsushi's out there watching. I can't cheat right in front of him. It's like, good rhythm. Keep it up. Round two. Keep it up, round two. It's like, round two. Okay, round two. Go, Itagaki, get him, get him. Quit. Quit stalling. KO him already. Manabu-kun, you can do it. Itagaki, hurry up and finish him off. KO, KO. They're all screaming out for the KO, huh? It's like Itagaki, 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 Itagaki. Why? Why is no one cheering for Fumito-kun? Itagaki-kun's pretty flashy. The audience is captivated by him. That is just how it is. It's like, no way. It's just begun. You can still do it, Fumito-kun. Atsushi, if you work hard, there's nothing that's impossible. I'll show you. I'll prove it to you. I came out and missed again. It's like, ooh, ooh. Watch your feet, watch your feet. I don't trust him. So he came in, punched again, missed again. It's like one of Itagaki's greatest skills is his depth perception. If his opponent pushes, he will retreat. When they retreat, he pushes them. He only ever has to move a few millimeters because of his genius talent. This way, he stays in his own range, but can still control the area around him, and boxing is about just doing that. About doing just that, which is very true. So, whether you have guts or not, it makes no difference. The person who's able to control the range is the one who will control the match. Watch me, Atsushi. If you try your best, you can do anything. If you try your best. Please, in full memory. Okay. Whew. Watch me, Atsushi. If you try your best, you can do anything. If you try your best. It's like, don't rush it, Makino. You're swinging wide. Keep it compact. It's no good. He's a rush to fight it, to finish it in one hit. When you get like that, it's even harder to hit anything. I'm not going to give up. I'll never give up. Fumito-kun, when his spirit breaks. Wow, he tries to punch, misses. He's like, although his opponent's putting up a good fight, Itagaki-kun's concentration today, it's incredible. I think that he can win this. It's like, the old man says, right now, I definitely think it'll be futile to try and hit Itagaki using guts alone. But we've seen the exact opposite of guts many times before. Itagaki is susceptible to damage too. We can't let our guard down till the very end. Wow, he's punishing that man. Like the hedgehog again. They're really gonna call that move the porcupine? Is that what we're doing? It's like Itagaki is really getting into it today. Look at that, man. He can't touch him. Hit him. Just hit him already. Atsushi is watching. He's got an operation coming. I have to give him some courage. I have to win. I have to hit him. I can't get to him. I can't even hit him just once. At this point, it's a little sad, to be honest, because he's legitimately trying to fight legit and not cheat, and he can't do anything. It's just sad. It's like he's making too many big swings. This isn't his usual style. What the hell is wrong with Makino? I would never praise him for cheating, but what happened to that spirit of his where he would do anything to win? Has he lost his dark horse mentality? Like, oh, I see. It's because that boy is here. Yeah, man. The boy is there, so he don't want to cheat in front of him. It's like, I can't do it. It's too big. I'm sorry, Atsushi. It's too big of a difference. So he's giving up. It was just too much for me. His spirit is breaking. Damn, that was a desperate attempt. He's just gonna fall. He's just gonna fall. There's no way he's keeping him. It's like he fought back. Keep your guard up, Itagaki. It's like, for a small fry, the guy sure has guts. Impressive. He's stumbling around now. He could fall at any time. Go, Itagaki. It's your chance to beat him. Beat him, beat him, beat him. It's like, what is this? God, what's with this cheering? Fumita-kun, hide in there. You can do it. Beat him, beat him. Don't fall down. Oh, man, another chapter done. That was a quick one. That was a really quick chapter, ain't it? So we have... And he's finally down. Wow. And the crowd goes wild. It's like, that's the way, Itagaki. He fell down. The dark horse who grew up straight. So the count began 1. Like, he did it. He did it. I feel sorry for him. But the match is already over. 3. He's on a different level. It's just completely hopeless for me. It's like he's unconscious, but he's in almost total despair. He couldn't even touch him. Even if he gets up, he doesn't think he can do a thing. Like, I'm sorry, Atsushi. I couldn't do it. Takamura is like, his spirit's breaking. He won't be able to get up. Like, huh? The elite and the dark horse. The stark contrast between the light and darkness is cruelly apparent. Like, whoa. Fumito, oh, she came out of his chair. Like, Fumito couldn't get up. You can't lose. Atsushi-kun, come on, Fumito-kun, you can. He got up. Like, can you continue? He puts up his arms. Here he comes, Itagaki, keep your guard up. Like, that was a close one. I almost gave up. That's right, it was a promise. I promised I would win. Itagaki's punches have enough snap that his face is swollen up. What could he possibly see through those eyes? He's getting back his spirit that was broken. You can see the light past his swollen eyes. Fumito-kun, it's like, you can't give up. Isn't that right, Atsushi? I'm gonna win no matter what. I'll do whatever it takes to keep that promise I made. That's why I hope that Makino's trying to fight back. I hope that you don't see me do this. The punk turned himself around. The flickers. Just a decoy. He's aiming for... What is he aiming for? It's like he dodges. It's like what he wants is coming next. The elbow. Oh my god, no! An elbow, dodge it, Manabu! He got it! Yes, he dodged it, nice! It's like, not quite yet, there's more. It's a headbutt. Oh, come on, bro! It's like, there it goes. Crap, now the flow will change. Oh, yes, he got his arm. That's what I'm talking about. Get that cheating shit out of here, nigga. What? He blocked it. Yes, he blocked it. You bum. I was really starting to kind of feel sorry for you, but then you come and pull this. Come on, man. Go down like a man. What incredible concentration. Now there is nothing left that can change the flow of the match. We're really out of options. Now, that's some remarkable focus. He must have anticipated something like this happening. It's probably because he's Makino Uchi's Kohai. Whatever Kohai means. They better tell me what Kohai means, man. I need to know. Okay? That's right. In his match against Sawamura, In his match against Saramura, Makino showed us a level of fighting that also took potential fouls into account. The tripping, yeah, when he tried to trip him, he lifted his foot. Right, it's like amazing, Manabu-kun. Uh, uh, and it's like Itagaki has lowered himself forward for the first time in this match. He must want to slug it out. He's gonna finish it in this round. I was elite and dark horse. I was worried about those words this whole time. If you were a dark horse like Makanauchi Senpai, the sort of person that would never give up, I felt pressured from just thinking about it. But now I know that I was clearly wrong. It's like, wow, he's going off. Senpai would never cheat, no matter how tough of a spot he was in. He was never so twisted. He rooted himself deeply and grew in the direction of the sun, not tangled and warped, but straight and tall. He is. The 4-round matches only allow for 2 downs. Go. If you knock him down one more time, then it'll all be over. It's like he is completely different from you. And I have nothing to fear from you now. You tell him, Itagaki. You tell that boy, man. Let's go, man. That's what I'm talking. Listen, stop. Taking too long to load up now. Let's do this. So there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. Okay, so he steps in. Itagaki is going for a hitting match. He's going to finish it. Hit him back. Your punches will hit at the range. Fumito-kun, like, oh, it's like Makino's hanging in there. Finish him, Itagaki. That idiot. If he took his distance and fought, he could win easily. It's pretty risky at this distance. Manabu-kun, tuck your chin in, stay calm. And wow, he almost got his chin there. Like, watch out. That's why I'm telling you to step back. That bastard, he's weak at taking hits, so what on earth is he thinking? It's like, you're not upright like Senpai. He's right now, Itagaki is in there trying to teach him a lesson. It's like, dude, how can you possibly compare yourself to my mentor Ippo? You better get right. You better get it right. It's like, I'm not afraid of a crooked weed's punch. Ooh, that one hurt me. Ooh. Like, oh, you felt that punch, didn't you? Okay. It's like, all right, he's pushing him. Go. If you knock him down once more, you'll win. Ooh. Okay. Did he finally hit him? It's like, I won't let it end like this. He's still got some power left, but I won't step back. It's like, Manabu-kun, calm down. Itagaki there, screaming his name. It's like, do your best, Fumito-kun. I'll never lose to you. At least one punch. Oh no. Did he take a punch? Damn, he took a punch. It's like it hit him. It took a punch. Like, Manabu-kun, it hurt him. Like, grit your teeth. Something like this can't hurt you. It's like, go. See the light in his eyes change. It's like, don't be fooled. He's hurt. Knock him down. He pushed him back with spirit. So he dodged. It's like just a few words from Senpai, huh? All right, you're fine. Kick his ass. Go. Like, Manabu-kun. I want him to tell me that I look like a pro. And Ippo says, I don't need to say it. That you can excite a crowd to this extent is more than proof enough. And he's like, damn it. He took you now, giving you that work. He's ready. Comes in with the left. Ooh. He get hit with that right hook. It's time for you to go. Is that his mouthpiece? Is this his mouthpiece? That's crazy. Anyways, so he gets hit. His mouth looked like his mouthpiece fell out. And Ippo is saying, "You already look like a splendid. You're going down, buddy. It's time for you to drop." He hit the mat, and the match is over, my friend. And they're like, "It's over. He's strong. Itagaki won. He put him down with all his might. You're so cool, Manabu-kun. A splendid pro." Yes. He beat a strong opponent and only took one punch. His skills are beyond a 4-rounders, and he's got the courage to back it up. This was the birth of a genius featherweight who will carry the ranks in the future. You exaggerate. Though it's true, he has the potential. He somersaulted. Hold on, did he do a backflip? It's like he somersaulted. Finish the tournament just like this. Take the rookie title. You're the best, Itagaki. Okay, so old boy walks out the ring. Walks out the ring. He's like, "Fumito-kun." It's like, "He was strong, wasn't he, your opponent? But you did your best. I was really touched." Atsushi, "It's okay. You did your best, so I'll do my best too. I'm not scared of the surgery." Atsushi, you should be grateful for Itagaki-kun's powers of concentration. Atsushi didn't notice the fouls because he dodged them. It's like, "He was strong. I realized that he must have trained really hard to get that strong. I thought he was just an elite, but I see now that he worked hard. Don't worry. In order to keep my promise to you next time, I'll do my best." The sun is waiting for him too. I'm sure he'll get over this and steadily grow straight upwards. And we come to the conclusion of today's read through, man. That was awesome. I'm not going to lie. That fight was off the chain, man. The way how they build up to the good parts was good. Would have loved to seen this in the anime to visualize the speed, but did a great job of portraying the speed. Actually confused me there for a minute because I thought you know what I'm saying, like I don't know what's happening. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. I think we did probably around 8 chapters, I'm not sure, but this was awesome, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, as always. For you guys that are watching from all around the world, okay. Yes. So as always, man, I'm gonna go do the review now. So for all you guys that came to the Google Drive to watch this, I thank you guys. Really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys later. Peace. All right, guys. So here is the review for Ippo. We'll read through. How many chapters did we do? We're at 570, so we actually did around 10. I want to say, yeah, we did 11 chapters. 11 chapters, but they weren't too bad. I think we were here for around 2 hours, somewhere around there, close to 2 hours of recording. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. As always, this was good in a lot of ways. The build up to the fight, I love what they did for the build up to the fight. They did an incredible job of keeping us engaged with the story, with how we went to train with Mashiba. That was cool. They became friends. In my opinion, I think they did become friends. I think a lot of time with Mashiba is one of those characters. He reminds me of him, and I can never remember the guy's name. You guys remind me of his name, the guy that used to bully Ippo and they became friends. I cannot remember his name right now, but you guys know who I'm talking about. But it kind of like reminds me of the same kind of, you know, redemption kind of character, because Mashiba doesn't cheat anymore. He doesn't cheat anymore. He would never try anything to cheat anymore. Even though, as I've said before, let me clarify my statement. He's a scummy fighter. He's a dirty fighter, but he's not a cheater. Let me not say that. Let me not say he's not a cheater, but he fights scummy. You know what I'm saying? He's a dirty fighter. He does stuff that are still legal, but it's like really dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like certain things are not allowed. It's kind of like when NBA players complain that, you know, a team is up by 40 and 50 and they're still pouring it on. You know what I'm saying? It's just bad sportsmanship. It's not against the rules. It's just bad sportsmanship. You know what I mean? So a team up 30, 40 points and they still have their starters on you know, not to say that they're not supposed to finish the game, is that they still have their starters on the court. They, you know, it's like an unwritten rule in the sport. So it's just for Mashiba, as I said, he's just a dirty fighter. He's not cheating. So, but he reminds me the redemption part of it, as in when it comes to Mashiba, like he used to be a certain type of person that's just really creepy, and now people has gotten used to him. I mean, Ippo is still very, very afraid of him. So, you know, but that's just naturally, his demeanor just naturally intimidating. So it has nothing to do with being in the ring. Of course, Ippo is not afraid to be in the ring with him, because out of respect, I think he respects Ippo. So Itagaki going to Mashiba for help, that was pretty good that they wrote that into the story, because he needed that experience. And Mashiba kind of knew him to the point where he's like, listen man, I fought this dude and he was, you know what I'm saying, his speed is undeniably one of the best that I've ever fought. He's one of the best guys I've ever sparred with. He said that point blank outrage, and that's when you hear Mashiba praising anyone, you gotta listen, because he doesn't do that. So this is just awesome to see, man. I'm super excited to go into the next read through, of course, next week. But as I said, man, 4 of these a month. So I'm gonna try to drop one every week at least. Also, I'm gonna start doing that with Berserk too, kind of carve out some time depending, and just do it one day out of the week and we'll be good. But this was definitely one of those read-throughs that you really have to kind of pay attention to what's going on, because this is action taking place in, you know, in manga farm. So it's really cool to see, man. And the author is doing a very good job. It's not on Berserk level, man, but I love it. The art is on point. It fits, you know what I'm saying? It's not as detailed as Berserk, because I mean, what's out there comparing to Berserk at this point, you know what I'm saying? So it's just awesome to see the art being portrayed very so well during the fight. I was waiting to see a fight in the manga to see what the art was going to be like during the fight, and it's incredible. It's really good. So no complaints there. So I'm glad that we finally get Itagaki to say what was really bugging him, which is the fact that, you know, what Ippo said to him. And the thing about it, I'm glad that he took it to heart in such a way where he's growing from it, and he's not regressing, but he's progressing. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you might take things from your mentor might say something really harsh to you, and this has happened to me in my past, where my mentor has said stuff to me and I'm like, god damn, think I have feelings. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it is. You know, so sometimes things happen, and that's just, you just gotta deal with it, and you gotta progress, because he doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, he's not trying to put you down or make you depressed. That's not the intention. The intention is for you to listen to what he's saying and grow from it. So I'm glad that he took that route, but he was just saying like that was, you know, the moment when he realized, you know what I'm saying, like, I need to start working harder, I need to start focusing when I'm in the ring. You know, all of these things is a direct proponent of what Ippo said to him. It's a result, you know what I'm saying, of what Ippo said to him. I mean, he's like, you really coming here trying to cheat again, and then you want to compare yourself to my mentor? Bruh. You better get real. Get down to the ground, my friend. I'm coming in. There's no need to be afraid of you anymore, because you're a coward for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Even though you know, you develop, you work hard, but you can't be a coward on top of that, man, for doing something. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to give him props because, you know, he was trying really hard not to cheat with the kid there at sushi. So that, you know what I'm saying? And I was really, you know, gonna give him props, but he tried to cheat. You know what I'm saying? And almost got Itagaki, you know what I'm saying, by cheating. So pretty cool that he was able to dodge it, man. It was an incredible fight. So now I guess Itagaki has a move called the porcupine. I'm guessing or the hedgehog. Is that what we're doing now? We call it the porcupine. So you gonna pull out the porcupine now. Okay, so that's what we're doing. All right, so thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction, man. I am ready to go and edit this. As I said, man, one of the parts are gonna be longer than the other. These two parts already sent it to upload, just to give it some extra time while I was finishing the second part, because I wanted to process out so that it's ready. Usually when the videos are that long, they take a while to process, and I completely forgot that I was supposed to do that because I was so into what I was reading. And sometimes this is like the first time since I started doing that has happened. But I mean, I guess I just love Ippo that much. You guys already know that it's #1 in my top 5 right now. It is #1 in my top 5 right now. And just so you guys remember, Naruto is not on my list. Naruto is S tier for me. So everything else is below that. It's S tier. It's off the charts. Okay, it is not being ranked or anything like that. You ask me what my favorite anime of all time is, or story, manga, whatever, it's gonna be Naruto. Okay, but it's not in my top 5 because it's just special to me, and it's not based on opinion. I'm completely subjective when it comes on to Naruto. I am biased when it comes to Naruto, and that's why I have taken it off the list, because it just means that much to me. So Ippo is sitting in the #1 spot right now. I love this story so much. It's ridiculous. You guys can tell. And that's why even Hunter x Hunter has come up on the list now, because there's three stories, manga, anime, whatever, that is, you know what I'm saying, that has made me tear up and stuff like that, and that is those 3. So the others, you know, great stories and stuff like that, but they've never really touched me in that way. So, you know what I'm saying, where emotions and stuff like that. You know, I've watched One Piece, and there was some really heart-wrenching moments in One Piece, but it never made me go there. You know what I'm saying? It was tough to watch, but it never made me tear up. So so there's that. So man, as always, you guys know how grateful I am, but I'm gonna tell you thanks anyways 20 more times until it sinks in. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Remember to subscribe if you're new, leave a comment in the comment section, and also leave a like. Yo, hit that like button, man. There's probably like 100 of you guys watching this video, and y'all not hitting the like button. Stop forgetting to hit the damn like button if you watch my review, man. I'm gonna make sure to put a big ass thumb up on the thing. Like, y'all watch my intros. I know you watch the intros. So thank you guys so much, man, for watching once again. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys for the next one. Peace.